Welcome back, boys and girls, teachers and staff. Today we're going to go through our welcome back menu for Heroic Game Day. There's going to be about 4 steps that we're going to take today that will get you back into the game and show you all the cool new features that we have, including some stats that we'll show you at the end. So I am in the campus right now, and when you first log in, it might drop you in the student union. The nice thing is, all you have to do is hit this lovely home button, and it'll take you back. While you're there, you can check out your avatar and see that they're dressed the way that you'd like them to be dressed. I hit random, and that's why my character looks a little silly. Uh, Once you get into the campus, you can do many different things. What I'd like you to start off with is I'd like you to go to our TRAN system, and that is right behind you. So you go, you click the ticket, and it's going to ask you where to go. Now we're going to use this to get to a couple different places. The first place I want you to go, though, is the farm. As you can see, our farm has been updated. Our developers have done a great job of making this a very cool place. And as you come into the farm, you are going to look to see if there's any plants growing. Now, I came in and I planted earlier, so I'm going to harvest those in a second. But first, I'm going to show you how to plant. In your book bag, you'll have all your materials. All right. You should have been gifted these. If not, we will make sure that you get some very soon, or you can go to the seed shop and buy them as well. The seed shop is right around the corner here. So to plant, all you have to do is click which one you want, make sure you're close enough to the mound, and boom, I planted a seed. Now, as you can see here, it takes a minute for it to grow. It'll tell you, if you click on it, how long. So I have 10 minutes in the game now to do other things. Now, the nice thing is, too, is if you come back a little bit later than that, your crops will still be good. Now, if you wait a day or wait a couple hours, then it might start to rot. And we don't want rotten food. All right, so there I just harvested my bananas. So now I have bananas and XP in my book bag. All right, so that's the first thing. I'd like you to farm. So step number one, step number one is go to the farm. Step number two is plant. So while I'm waiting for my other plants to grow, I am going to check out the skills book. And in the skills book, you'll see all of our missions. Now, the cool thing about our missions are you can play them as many times as you want. All right, you can try to improve your time. You can try to um, do it more efficiently, but also you'll notice as you come back that some of our characters are starting to get more and more missions. Every character has at least one, but you'll see that some have up to 4 and 5, and those are going to continue to grow. So it's important to always come back and check the mission log. Now, the cool thing is once you finish one, it will check it off, so you don't have to memorize which one you've already done. I'm going to suggest that if you haven't played the game in a minute, that you go ahead and open up the hero training and do the tutorial, find out what heroic merit is and how to use your powers. Okay. If you've been playing, you can pick something else. And again, no one is forcing you to pick this. This is just a suggestion. Okay. So that's what I'd like you to do while that's growing. After that, come back to the farm and harvest your crops. All right. So we've kind of given you 2 steps. Okay. We went to the farm. We've done a mission. Now I want to get back to the campus. The easiest way to get back to the campus, you hit the home button. Now there are other ways to get around, but the home button for me is probably the quickest and the one that I'm used to. All right, as you can see here, it brought me back to I'm in Elmwood Elementary. So if any of my Elmwood kids are in the game, I would see them. If you're watching this and you're from Elmwood, hello. Now you'll see there's this compass here too. There's also a map here. So if you wanted to travel You can get a bird's eye view of the map, get an idea how big our game has gotten. As you can tell, it's growing. You can also click the world, and on the world, it shows all the schools that are in our game, which is pretty cool. All right, so those are just some things that you can do. What I'd like you to do next is I would like you to travel using the tram, and I'd like you to travel to the Sea Dog Hideout. All right, in the Sea Dog Hideout, you see they're already moving around. Those bots, those pie bots, they want to attack. So, what I'm going to do is I can use the letters to do this. I'm going to fight these guys, and then at the top there's ticket trans to leave, but I want you to come in and defeat these pirates and see if you earn a reward. All right, when we finish that, we're going to hit home. And for the last part of our walkthrough, I want to show you your stats. How do you find your stats? Well, we're going to hit log out. And this is a cool thing too. If you feel your game is going slow, there's this button here that says clear cache. If you do that, it cleans it all up and helps it run better. So if you that's a tip that you can use if you're having trouble. If your character's not showing up right, you can hit respawn. You can even make it full screen. But right now, I just want to log out. All right. It took me back to the portal. It didn't completely log me out yet. Okay, so if you're sharing a computer, there's one more step. You'd have to come over here and hit log out. But the reason I came here is because there's a lot of things that go on in our game. All right, there's news, there's stories. There will be events, special events that we're going to play during the school year. There's videos, obviously there's games, comics, but I want you to check out the leaderboard. This will be our last part of our walkthrough today. Is I'm seeing my friends from Chesapeake. They're up on top par excellence, coming in third. You can check your school leaderboard. This is really cool because you're competing against your friends. All right, so you get a little bit of bragging rights if you're towards the top of the leaderboard. All right, what I'd like you to do last before you leave is I want you to check this part where it says skill radar. Now, as you can see, I've done a lot of work in the Mental Ninja. Okay, that's why mine has 10 stars there. Some of these I haven't touched yet. Okay, since the game is reset, but this is where you track and see where you're at. What I would love for us to have is that by the end of the school year that all of these stars are very close to their characters. That means you've accomplished all that you can in the game and you've learned everything you can. All right, so it's always important to go back and check this at the end of class just to see how much you've grown. All right, well, I have some plants to go harvest, but I'm going to let everyone go for right now. Everybody, if I can be a hero, you can be a hero too.